Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you work in life sciences, you're probably intimately familiar with one of the most persistent, absolute headache-inducing challenges in our sector, execution. Today, we're exploring BridgeBioHealth's platform to see how a next-generation global scientific network is actually trying to solve this. We're going to dive deep into how leveraging these global connections can provide the exact end-to-end execution support that so many brilliant projects desperately need to finally cross that finish line.
It's a classic industry bottleneck, isn't it? You've got this bulletproof strategy document. You've survived the boardroom, you've analyzed the preliminary data, you've aligned the key opinion leaders, and the plan looks absolutely flawless. But, strategy is inherently theoretical. The massive, daunting leap is moving from that beautiful paper strategy to actual, physical lab execution. Like, how do you actually get the pipettes moving, the trials designed, and the data flowing without losing months to logistics?
Because great strategy just isn't enough on its own. Moving from an initial insight to tangible action, well, that's the ultimate hurdle in biotech. You could have a totally brilliant biomarker hypothesis, but without end-to-end execution support, it stays exactly that, a hypothesis. BridgeBioHealth really recognized this operational gap. They built their global scientific network specifically as the ultimate solution for this execution phase. Whether you're navigating complex clinical trial designs or you're deep in the weeds of M&A due diligence and need rapid validation, execution is where the battle is actually won or lost.
Okay, let's dive into this execution path. It starts, naturally, with strategy defined by experts, getting that PhD-level guidance to ensure you're heading in the right direction. But here is the critical pivot. The network is activated when needed. It isn't where you start your brainstorming. It's an on-demand engine that kicks in the exact moment you're ready to move. From there, execution is supported end to end. It's a highly logical progression, straight from the drawing board directly to the laboratory floor.
We all know the old way. Traditionally, executing a plan means resorting to these fragmented searches, calling around to see who actually has bandwidth, and running through agonizingly slow vetting processes just to make sure a lab is actually up to standard. It's an exhausting way to deal with disconnected data silos. The alternative? Flipping a unified switch. It's a next-generation network that gives you instant global reach and verified capabilities right at your fingertips. It completely removes that initial operational friction.
So, when you activate this kind of network, you're instantly tapping into worldwide labs that are already equipped for highly complex omics research. We're talking genomics, proteomics, metabolomics, the whole shebang. And the absolutely critical part here is that they are fully vetted and credentialed. Honestly, anyone who has ever had to onboard a new vendor knows the pain. BridgeBioHealth has already done the heavy lifting and the background checks, saving you weeks or honestly even months of vetting a facility's capabilities and quality standards.
10,000 plus. Just let that scale sink in for a second. That represents the number of curated datasets cross-referenced in real time by the platform's AI intelligence. When you're trying to make a critical go or no-go decision, having your specific research challenge cross-referenced against an ocean of over 10,000 datasets across all major omics layers, that provides an incredible level of confidence and, of course, speed.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that it isn't just a massive data dump. In biotech, we know that bad data is significantly worse than no data at all, because it just sends you down entirely wrong paths, burning through your funding. This network ensures that these 10,000 plus datasets are peer-reviewed and highly curated across all those major omics layers, totally ready to access. Ensuring your insights are built on a rock-solid scientific foundation really makes all the difference when you finally pull the trigger on execution.
So, what does this actually look like in practice? The system acts as this intelligent engine, beautifully matching your exact challenge with the right expert collaborators. It's highly tailored. Need clinical trial execution? Boom. You get matched directly with the right CROs. Doing specialized omics research? You're seamlessly connected with expert researchers who have actually solved it before. Facing a major go or no-go decision or need to scale up? You're matched with pharma partners. It really understands your research stage and your biological context to make these connections seamlessly.
Okay, and here is where frictionless logistics truly saves the day. We all know the exquisite pain of watching an exciting project literally stall out for 6 months in legal. With built-in NDAs, data sharing agreements, and proposal workflows handled right inside the platform, you essentially bypass the administrative ping-pong entirely. When you find the right expert, you don't sit around waiting for legal teams to exchange paperwork, you just move straight into collaboration.
Now, there's a common misconception about AI tools today, but this intelligence layer isn't some simple chatbot or a basic keyword search. Like, if you just search the word biomarker, you'll get millions of useless hits, right? This is true context-aware analysis.
By tapping back into those curated datasets we discussed a minute ago, it actually understands the scientific nuance, your target, your disease area, your research stage, and it surfaces expert guidance and a recommended approach in literally minutes.
So, the crucial point is, and I know you're naturally probably wondering about your intellectual property right now, this system is built as a non-custodial platform. It's a connection-only model. BridgeBioHealth does not take custody of your biological materials, your compounds, your data, or your IP. All those critical exchanges occur directly between you and the matched party. It's a super agile model that keeps your assets entirely safe and squarely in your control.
At the end of the day, it all boils down to this really clean philosophy: problem to insight to recommendation. It completely collapses the timeline of scientific discovery, taking a stalled strategy, applying insights from those curated datasets, and instantly matching you with a verified lab to actually execute. It perfectly encapsulates the power of moving rapidly from a massive obstacle to a clear, actionable solution using a dedicated global network.
The tools to finally bridge that gap between a great idea and actual lab execution are right here. Through verified lab access, expert global networks, and context-aware AI, the traditional friction is just gone. So, are you ready to flip the switch and execute your biotech strategy? Think about what's really holding your next major breakthrough back from becoming a reality. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. Keep exploring and keep executing.